Hello everyone, welcome to Tathastu and welcome back to our National Park series. So before starting, usually I say that we are covering only those national parks which are important from your examination point of view or the parks which have been asked in previous year questions. So today we will be covering a park which is very famous to host an critically endangered IUCN status species, which is Hangul or the Kashmiri stag. So Kashmiri stag, so you might get an idea that we are covering a national park which is located in Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Yes, and we are covering Dachigam National Park. This is the map of Dachigam National Park. It is a beautiful national park since it is situated in Kashmir, which is also known as heaven on earth. So Dachigam National Park is a very beautiful national park located in our western Himalayas. So we'll also be seeing it on the map. But let's see some geographical features of it, the rivers, the mountains, the location, right, and the flora and fauna which are very important for this park. So Dachigam National Park is located in Srinagar district of Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, as I said, and it is nestled in the western Himalayas. Now when we were talking about the national parks of Assam, so we observed that most of them were located in the eastern Himalayas. The park which are in Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, in Himachal Pradesh, they are mostly located in the western Himalayas. So Dachigam National Park is one such park which is located in our western Himalayas. Now remembering these small things is very important from our examination point of view, right? You may remember that this park is in Himalayas, but you might forget in which division. So it is located in the mighty Himalayas, the western division, right? Just remember these small facts, you can easily get 2 marks. So moving on, it is located in Zabarwan range of the western Himalayas. Now locating it on the map, the park is located in the high elevation in Jammu and Kashmir, and it is located in western Himalayas and in the Zabarwan range. Now one more small fact which you should remember, that Zabarwan range is part of western Himalayas. They might not ask anything from this national park, but they might ask ki where is Zabarwan, the Zabarwan range is part of which Himalayas, eastern Himalayas or western Himalayas. So we have to remember these small facts while we are covering all the national parks. So we have seen till now it is located in Srinagar district of Jammu and Kashmir in western Himalayas, and the range is Zabarwan range of western Himalayas, and I hope it is clear to all of you. Now moving on, every word has some meaning. So Dachigam means 10 villages. Now why this park was named Dachigam? Because to honor in the memory of those 10 villages which were relocated from here to establish this park. So Dachigam basically means 10 villages, and the name symbolizes the 10 villages that were relocated from area for formation of our Dachigam National Park. Now the park is mostly famous. The most important thing about this park is, if even we have seen the ranges, but the most important feature about this park is the species of Hangul, which is popularly known as Kashmiri stag, and it is critically endangered in the list of IUCN. So this park is very popular for the endangered. It is critically endangered. Hangul or the Kashmir stag, the only species of red deer which is found in India. Now these words like only are extreme words which are used by the UPSC. Usually we used to eliminate this word, but at some times there may be an exception, and we have to remember these small things, that Hangul is the only species of red deer which is found in India, and it is found only in the Dachigam National Park. That is why this park is very important for our examination. The species which are critically endangered, or any species which is found only a single national park, that park ultimately becomes important. So our Dachigam National Park is important because it is the only park which hosts the species of red deer, which is popularly known as Hangul or Kashmiri stag. Moving on, next, it is situated on east side of the Dal Lake. So Dal Jheel or Dal Lake is very beautiful lake located in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. So it was established, this park was established initially to supply clean drinking water to the city of Srinagar. And in 1910, its history dates back to around 1900s. So 1910, the Maharaja designated an area of about 10 square miles as a game reserve, and later on this park ultimately became the Dachigam National park. Now moving on towards the flora. So there are beautiful rhododendrons which look like this, which we can find in this park, and they have also coniferous trees, deodar, pine and fir. These are tall evergreen forest and they are dominate. Basically this park is divided into two parts, the lower Dachigam which have a lower elevation, and then the upper Dachigam which have higher elevation. We can see it on the map as well. This is lower Dachigam area which have a lower elevation as the name suggests, and this is the upper Dachigam area which have a higher elevation as the name suggests. So these जो coniferous trees हैं, these are found in our lower Dachigam area. These are moist, these are tall evergreen trees. Now moving towards the fauna, for which it is more popular, it is Kashmiri stag, Hangul, which is IUCN list, it is critically endangered, right? Then we can also find musk deer over here, it is endangered. Snow leopards and leopards are also found over here. So we can, snow leopards and leopards we have discussed several times their IUCN status, that you will tell in the comment section what is the IUCN status of snow leopard and leopard. I have discuss the IUCN status of Kashmiri stag, Hangul, which is critically endangered, and musk deer, which is endangered. Now moving on towards some details about Hangul, for which this park is very famous. Dachigam National Park is famous for being the last remaining refugee of Hangul, which is popularly known as Kashmiri stag. So please remember both the name, that Hangul is also known as the Kashmiri stag, and it looks like this. In this picture you can see it, the Kashmiri stag or Hangul looks like this. Now it is a subspecies of red deer that is native to region of Jammu and Kashmir, and it is in western Himalaya. So these are some important facts which we have to remember, that this Hangul is species of red deer and it is only found in the Dachigam National Park, which is in Jammu and Kashmir. Now Hangul is considered one of the most endangered deer species in the world, and India hosts it in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Now moving on, some more details. Male Hangul. Now UPSC can ask the detailings about the differences between the male and the female Hangul, right? So we will see some detailings. What are the details here? What are the differentiations between the male and the female Hangul species? So male Hangul species have a light brown to dark reddish brown coat, while females have a lighter brown color. So males may have a reddish brown color of their skin, of their fur, of their coat, and females may have a lighter brown color. Hind is a female deer over 3 years old, and the mature male is called a stag. So this is what they are called. Hind is a female deer and stag is a male deer, and fawn is a young deer, which in first year it is known as a fawn. The Kashmir stag is India's only surviving red deer species. We have seen it, and the state animal of Jammu and Kashmir. So this was all about our Dachigam National Park, and I hope it is clear to all of you, and if it is, so please like the video and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you.